might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. All of the things you did for me, it seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time. Dropping everything, 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Sit with me, talking through the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
can break. It's a risk you take. I went out on a limb, but I fell down. It was my mistake. Thought that you would wait. You should know that it hurt me to leave town. I heard you found a new friend who's an old good friend of mine. My heart, it beats like a drum. Let it drum just to numb my mind. It should have been me. I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight, but I should have gone a long time ago. But I just keep going back in time. Now that it's all too late, I shouldn't have run away. It should have been me. I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight. Right up till the end, we were more than friends. On and off, we would walk in the same shoes. If I come home again, will we still pretend that you and I are the same that we used to? I heard you found a new friend who's an old good friend of mine. My heart, it beats like a drum. Let it drum just to numb my mind. It should have been me. I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight, but I should have gone a long time ago. But I just keep going back in time. Now that it's all too late, I shouldn't have run away. It should have been me. I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight. You hurt me, I hurt you too. We just aren't the same as we used to. I'm gone now, and you're doing fine. But how do I get you off my mind? I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight, but I should have gone a long time ago. But I just keep going back in time. Now that it's all too late, I shouldn't have run away. It should have been me. I hope you can see. I wish I was there with you tonight.
Such a short time being alive. All this hardship and inconvenience makes it so hard to make sense. I will listen now. I will listen now. And I know it's just a matter of time before we tumble across the borderline. We can't go forward and we can't rewind. I will listen now. I will listen now. Just close your eyes. I can't believe we've been through this for so long. Pressure's on. You better step up. Probably stop writing the stupid songs. Just close your eyes and you'll be fine. Such a short time being alive. All this hardship and inconvenience makes it so hard to make sense. I will listen now. I will listen now. And I know it's just a matter of time close your eyes. I can't believe we've been through this for so long. Pressure is on, you better step up. Probably stop right in the stupid stuff. Just close your eyes and you'll be fine. Such a short time being alive. All this hardship inconvenience makes it so hard to make sense. Are we missing out? Are we missing out? And I know it's just a matter of time before we tumble across the borderline. We can't go forward and we can't rewind. Are we missing out? Are we missing out?
Okay, live portion. Let's go over everything that we built. One of the things that I struggled with was, and the details aren't like super specific, right? So we actually did create a tunnel to go over like the runway. I couldn't make like a bridge for the runway. I tried. These runways didn't support it, so we had to do a tunnel. But and the runways aren't. I couldn't detail like I wanted to. So again, ignore the detail. We went for scale on this build versus detail. And we'll actually go over every single part of this military base, this Air Force base officially. And then you guys can tell me your feedback and thoughts down below. So these are the taxiways going to the hangars and then the runways. So they come in, we have another runway this direction. So we have a runway both directions. And then it comes down over to the airport hangars, or excuse me, Air Force aircraft hangars. One of the big things, and I probably already mentioned this, but I will mention it again. When I was doing a lot of research and talking to y'all in the comment section, one of the big things that I noticed was they don't show, they meaning the Air Force in the United States, they don't show their planes like crazy. Like their planes are put away. It's not a show of force. It's always a guessing game. Like, okay, do they actually have planes? Do they actually have things? So that's why there's no planes out in this specific hangar. Now, you guys know I have to get the hashtag views for the City Skyline hashtag Candy Fam. So I had to get you guys the views. So yes, there actually will be some planes that you guys saw me place them down. And we're going to look at them just a few seconds here. But yeah, this is a great depiction of how a realistic Air Force base would have, right? You wouldn't have planes just out. Right, they either would be taxiing, they would be probably being cleaned or offloaded, or they would be in a hangar. So that's the goal for this area. Okay, continuing on, we have there's a lot of open space. Again, I couldn't fill it with a lot of stuff, so I did put some foliage down, and the foliage looks pretty good. The foliage looks realistic. You have some overgrown grass in between the runways, and then just an open field. So you have some sort of seclusion for this Air Force base. Now here's my favorite part, obviously. And this is the hangars. And again, in Air Force form, right? These hangars, you're not going to have open hangars with planes just chilling out. You're not. It's just not going to happen. So the hangar doors are closed. I think I left them out on 2 of them, but the hangar doors are closed. And inside the hangars, you have these Air Force planes. And this was cool, like Royal Nordland Air Force. I found these models. Maybe it's like a aircraft that's visiting or something. I don't know. I put it in here. That's before I could find the C200s or AC-130s. Excuse me, C200s. It's a camera. The AC-130s. So I put those in there. But the detail of this hangar is just phenomenal. Like, look at that. Like the glass textures. Whoever made this, and I've used this in the other airport too. But look, I mean, just isn't that just amazing? This massive hangar and these awesome huge doors. So that looks super, super good. We have a plane that might be being taken out. I can't even say that. And we have this plane on this side that might be just getting taken out, maybe for a mission or flying somewhere in this big, beautiful hangar. All the hangars are the same. Once you see one, you see them all. But I just wanted to have one that was like kind of getting ready to taxi out. Looks good. And then you have, of course, these in there. Maybe these guys are coming home, and so these are just getting offloaded. These ones have the backs open, so that was pretty cool. Isn't that cool? You can see all in there. That I should have put like a Humvee or something in there. That would have been kind of cool. But you get the drift. So these are being offloaded. They're not yet in the hangars. And these models are just gorgeous. Big shout out whoever made those. And then, yeah, you have the plane that's about to go in and taxi and probably rotate, and boom. Awesome American flag. That's a beautiful, beautiful shot. We did do some detailing in the back. So you have some of these yellow lines here, some caution lines, and then the back you have some power, a trash can, some propane. I don't know why you would need propane, but why not? Some more power generators, and then some cars in the back, some utility vehicles. They have 2 little military trucks there. And then you have a blast shield on the side. And then we have our fighter jets and helicopters. So again, it was tricky. I was like, I don't know where to put these, but hopefully this does a little bit of justice. You have these awesome, awesome helicopters, and then just rows of fighter jets. Fighter jets. I keep saying fighter. But yeah, you have some F-16s, whatever, all the variants. I have them all. I don't know these. There's a bunch of variants, and there's specific, specific names for specific jets here. But yeah, you taxi here and then take off on the runway. So there's just rows and rows of fighter jets here. I hope that's realistic. It might not be. Let me know down below if you're active military or you're a veteran. Let me know if that's kind of accurate. You have these awesome helicopters. Man, look at that. I know they should say United States Air Force, but they don't. I couldn't find any helicopters with the Air Force livery. It just looks so, so good. Check this out on this side. Boom, look at that. Look at that. Looks so good. This is my favorite one. Look at that. Oh, looks so good. Okay, so that's the overview. And this is how it looks from afar. Turned out awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So again, scale wise, I'm pretty satisfied with the way that this turned out, this military base. And yeah, it's not like super grungy or dirty. Like it's fairly realistic in terms of a military base. So let's go over it. Let's go over from the entrance in. Let me turn my lights back up because we'll do first person all the way throughout. I'll make it so it's kind of realistic. So we'll do field of view at 60 just to make it semi-realistic. Hey, maybe we can come in. Let's come in over here. Yeah, that changes like how everything looks, by the way, because you have this big ridge over. So if you're on the runway, yeah, but that's I like the character when you have elevation like that totally looks different now. Okay, let's go down first person. So riding alongside, you have the interstate to the right. That interstate is the toll road coming into the city. This road that we're on right now also comes into the city, so it's a pretty popular road. This is the entrance to the military base. It's popular right now. I'm gonna pause off and on, but you go through the security gates, police checkpoint. So the first thing you see is the Radomes. And the Radomes, I got the idea from Buckley Air Force Base in Colorado. They have a bunch of these, but basically these are satellite dish towers covered up inside of like a really good weather resistant material. And in Buckley in Aurora, Colorado, that's used to gauge any missile on the planet. So I think that was pretty cool. I read that somewhere. But continuing on, those things look so cool. So here's your big junction. You can go left, that's over to the runways, or you can go right. Let's go right. So you have some basic living areas here, some leisure. You have a baseball field, some more of the Radomes, open space parking lot. You have a library to the right. This over here is just an office building, and then a bunch of like industrial things. So the office building, we built that last episode. Rolling down, library. You have a gym over here. Hopefully this is not like too fast. I'm going a little bit fast, but hopefully it's not crazy fast. Goes your gym. And then you have a store, PX or BX, one of those two. People tell me down below in the comments, but you have a general use store. Kind of looks like a Target inside. Then you have more of like the systems, power, water, things like that. Look at that helicopter, looks cool. Look at that. Continuing on, you have the awesome bunker. One of my favorite parts of these last few episodes. You have this bunker. Check that out. Isn't that cool? Boom, doomsday bunker. You have some old school military barracks, and maybe like some administration buildings for the Air Force. So that's all throughout this place. Super detailed. This is probably one of our most detailed pieces of this whole Air Force Base. Continuing on the outskirts, everything's fenced in, overgrown foliage. You have a basic residential neighborhood for the base here. So anybody that works on base, lives on base, would work here. I'll go out of first person for that so you guys can kind of see it in totality. Looks pretty good. That goes all the way down here. You have some cool scenic paths on the left and the right between the houses. You can see the Radomes in the back. It looks super good. On the right side, covered by a fence, you can see the entrance into the city. Have a good security barrier around there. Outer perimeter, again, just a bunch of houses. You have this awesome park. I do want to highlight this park because you don't see a lot of parks in city skylines like this. So you have a really cool park that you can come walk your dog, play with the kids, play some football. Awesome park. I love how that turned out. And then the end of the neighborhood is down this way. Continuing down. And then boom, you have the runways. And so how far? Yeah, you can't really see the runways from here, but that's what that is. Maybe we should do a little wire fence there in the future. Oh, I can't. Again, man, I hope I explained this earlier. I ran out of props. I ran out of props and network nodes. I've never ran out of network nodes before, but there's that many streets and conjoining networks in Cranberry County. Who would have known? Like, this is my biggest series ever, and I only have like 2 skyscrapers. It's insane. It's literally insane. So here's the runways over this way. Let's cut through here. And then we're back to where we started. So you have your hangars, your runways, all that fun stuff. So awesome. Well, that will do it for this episode. Again, thank you guys so much for the continued support and the people that have watched this series. Hopefully you guys have liked it. We're moving on to Hawthorne Springs. Also have another series in the works. We're going to go down to at least 1 episode a week, and then I'm going to focus on some new stuff, new channel. Make sure you're make sure you're checking out my social. I'll be teasing and showing you guys some teasers from my new channel. And also, I'm probably going to link it to the description of this video if you're interested. And if you watch this long, you should be interested. We're going to nerd out about the business of ghost kitchens. And so it's like a documentary channel where I just do a bunch of research and then tell you about it. Just random things that I like, random Wikipedia rants, things like that. If you're a person that loves randomness and facts and history and things like that, make sure you check out my new channel, link down below. But yeah, that would do it for this episode. Man, Cranberry County, it's been real. Finished it off with the military base. Love it, love it, love it. It's been real. Yeah, make sure you guys check out. I don't know when the cinematic view and cinematic tour will drop. I have no clue. I literally have no clue when that's coming. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for that. And then new stuff coming. Again, back to Hawthorne Springs. We'll probably do 1 or 2 of those a month. And then going to be focusing on Candy. The channel is just called Candy. Make sure you check that out. We're going to be playing a bunch of different games over there, including the return of Hill Valley, the City Skylines vanilla series. It's going to be more of a let's play instead of detailed design build. So make sure you guys check that out. Awesome. Thank you guys for taking the ride in Cranberry County, 42 episodes strong. Hopefully all the binge watchers, if you're watching in the future, you enjoyed the ride. It's been a crazy ride. We switched up the intro 20 times. We've done different music. We've done just everything is just crazy different. So I'll end with some light cinematics, a couple cinematics for you guys. And make sure you guys check me out on socials, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys in the next series. Peace.